Hey, what's up guys? It's Steve, MacFix, and I wanted to do a quick tutorial and kind of a review actually. What we're going to be doing is actually install Windows 7 on your Mac, but a different way. People have gone through Parallels and VMware Fusion, and that's pretty pricey, and some people just don't have that type of money. I mean, luckily I have VMware Fusion. But I wanted to show you guys an alternative which is called VirtualBox, which is a free virtual machine that could be on your Mac, and you could run Ubuntu, you could run Linux, Yellow Dog, you could even install Windows 7, Vista, XP, whatever you got. So this is a great way. It actually runs, to me, it runs a little bit better than some of the ones that are paid apps. So, and I'll show you how to set it all up and everything like that. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get VirtualBox first. So go to Google and go ahead and type in VirtualBox. And then you're going to go to the first link, which is virtualbox.org. Here is the address, and I'll have the link in the show description. And then go ahead to go to downloads. And what's nice about it too is, let's say for example you are actually using a PC, you can actually get VirtualBox for PC, Linux, and Mac OS X. For our sake, because most of my followers and subscribers are Mac, so you want to get VirtualBox 3.0.6, which is the current version for Mac OS X. Okay, and then that's for only Intel Macs only, by the way. So go ahead and get that. After you download that, you'll get the package installation, and it'll ask you to install it. And then after that, you'll get it in your programs folder. And let's go ahead and start it up. In VirtualBox, the interface is pretty nice. It's pretty simple. I have none right here. I kind of took it off and then decided to put it back on. So all you're going to do is this. First we got to create the virtual machine, and then after that we have to put the settings for the operating system we want. So first let's go and click on New. We're going to click Next, and then after that you're just going to name the machine. For example, on this one we're going to call this machine Windows 7. Okay, and then the operating system, it's going to ask what it is. So we're going to put Microsoft Windows, and then after that it's going to ask which version you have. I have, this is the regular version, not 64-bit. And the reason why I chose the regular version is because Windows 7, there's not too many programs that actually support 64-bit. Anyway, go ahead and click Next. At that point, you're going to ask, what do you want your RAM to be used up to, and I'm going to use up to, let's say, 1,000. So you want about a gig to make it run nicely at least. And then press Next. And at this point, it's going to ask a virtual hard disk. Now we want to create a new one, so we're going to press Next. And it's going to ask to create it. And what you have is two choices here. One is dynamically expanding the storage, and one is a fixed size. The dynamic is saying, hey, you know what, you'll start off with a certain amount of memory, and the more you use the machine, it starts to get bigger and bigger up to the point that you designated how much size. So that's a good way to go. Now let's say, for example, you say at 20 gigs right off the bat, and you put it as a fixed size, it automatically uses those 20 gigs. While dynamically expanding, if you're not really dependent on the virtual machine itself, then this is the way to go. So I'm going to go dynamically expanding the storage, and you could read more on the description on that if you like. And I'm going to say 15 gigs is good enough for me because I don't need Windows that often. Let's just go 12. And then from there, let's go 15. And then from there, you're going to press Next. And then press Finish. Okay, so here we are. We have Windows 7 mounted already for the virtual machine. Problem is we don't have the operating system installed yet, so how do you do that? Here you're going to do is just click on CD, DVD, ROM here, And then at that point, it's going to give you the options how you want to install your operating system. And you could click on Mount CD DVD drive, and at that point, it's going to ask you, hey, do you want the host CD DVD or do you want the ISO image? Now, originally when you download Windows 7, it's an ISO image, so you could click on that. I have mine on a DVD actually, so, and I'm going to enable pass-through. So click on ISO if you have an ISO and DVD if you have one there. And then just press OK. And now you're ready to start. I mean, you could tweak your settings actually, how much RAM you want, your audios and all that good stuff. But for tutorial's sake, let's keep it simple. I'm going to press start. And I'm going to press OK. And you'll see the you'll see the logo there, and it is going to start. Okay, so Windows 7 installation is actually starting, and everyone knows pretty much how to do that. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go ahead and install it, and then we'll continue with the review and how VirtualBox actually works, okay? See you guys in a few. Okay guys, so here we do have Windows 7 installed and everything. I'm not going to really go into Windows 7 and what my thoughts are on it. I actually do like Windows 7, but it's just the crapware that comes with it. But I'm not going to get into that. I'm just going to get into what VirtualBox is and what I think about it. Now, VirtualBox is, to me, the way to go. It is free. It reminds me of VMware Fusion just because of the way it works. Boot Camp is great, especially if you want to take advantage of, your hardware specs. Definitely, Boot Camp is the way to go, and especially if you depend on your Windows partition or Windows itself. It's obviously the best way to go with your Mac because of its hardware integration and taking full advantage of your MacBook's hardware itself. Now, if you're going to use a virtual machine, your options are VMware Fusion, Parallels, and also now VirtualBox. To me, VirtualBox is a lot better, and for several reasons. One is the GUI. The interface on it is great. It's very consumer friendly. You don't have to have IT knowledge on anything. Just press add, select your DVD-ROM, and default settings, it outperforms, to me, VMware Fusion. I've come across some problems actually with VMware Fusion. It does get glitchy, it gets moody, sometimes it could even crash. I haven't had any problems with VirtualBox at all in the past and present. Also, too, is the default settings. Let me show you something. Going back from this window here, which I'm in Windows 7, as you can see, there's no lag at all. Very minimal lag if there is. Let me go in there, and obviously it depends on the settings you picked for your RAM. But so here I am on Windows 7. Going back from Windows 7 to actually Mac OS X is flawless. I've had problems with other virtual machine clients. So going back from Windows 7 to Mac OS X, a lot easier, obviously, and no lag issues or anything. So to me, for the consumers, it's free. You don't have to pay $100 compared to some of these other programs. So try it out. VirtualBox, it's free. If you don't like it, hey, don't take my word. At least just try it. Other than that, this is your options if you want to run another operating system on your Mac besides Mac OS X, Snow Leopard, or Leopard. All right, take care, you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Please rate, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.